Good evening, everybody, and thanks so much for letting us, one more time, Joe, join the Massimo family as well as the patient safety movement in presenting health worker awards. The real awards were created by Save the Children. I work for Save the Children, but I'm also chair of a coalition called the Frontline Health Workers Coalition. And at the Clinton Global Initiative 2 years ago, we made a commitment to work with communities and with non-governmental organizations around the world to find and honor outstanding health workers who are making a tremendous difference in their own communities. And with a communications firm, we came up with this idea of the real awards, as Joe was suggesting, poking a little bit of fun at the kind of people who tend to get awards in this country. We celebrate athletes, we celebrate movie stars, we celebrate singers, but people who are saving lives on the front lines around the world and in this country are often working under very difficult circumstances, long hours, difficult and often unrewarded and undervalued by their societies. So in partnership with a number of non-governmental organizations, the Massimo Foundation, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and the Merck Foundation, we created the Real Awards. This is the second annual presentation of the Real Awards, and we're really excited that we were able to bring two of the winners this year, one of the international winners and one domestic winner, here to join the Patient Safety Summit, because these are the people, as Joe said, who are really on the front lines of saving lives around the world, implementing those tools, implementing their best practice, implementing their loving care that saves lives around the world. So we're very excited to, for the first time, and just after evidently the Golden Globes just finished off in Hollywood, to show a short video that actually announces the 25 winners from around the world. These people were nominated by non-governmental organizations, by their communities. Many of them, especially the US contingent, were voted on Facebook, so it's a big effort on social media to get people thinking about the tremendous difference that health care workers make. And if you want to learn more about all of the winners, you can go to therealawards.com and learn more about them. And also from the website, I would be in trouble with my policy team if I didn't mention, you could send a letter to Congress. So I know we've had a lot of folks from the Hill here this week. You can send a letter to Congress and ask Congress to do more to support health workers around the world. It's really one of the most important things, I think, that my taxpayer dollars are doing to really develop the world, is to make sure there are enough healthcare workers, and the world is woefully short of healthcare workers. So if we can just roll the tape, we're going to tell you who the 25 winners are for the first time here tonight. Thanks. So as you can see, they hail from lots of different disciplines. For the first time this year, we actually honored public health workers. I myself am not a clinician, but I was trained in public health. And I think, again, another unsung category of health workers around the world are people who are working on public health, and I would include people working on patient safety. So interestingly enough, This year's winner in the public health category is Dr. Daniel Budnitz, who's here from CDC in Atlanta, and he's also a public health service officer. And I just wanted Daniel to come up and maybe say a few words and receive his award.
Well, thank you very much. I really want to thank Save the Children and the Mairamou Foundation for recognizing the dedication of healthcare workers and now public health workers. Because as you heard, I'm standing here before you in the uniform of the U.S. Public Health Service. We're a group of physicians and nurses, pharmacists, and environmental health scientists who are working behind the scenes to ensure safe food, safe water, immunizations for our children, and also are dedicated to providing health care to the most underserved in this nation and throughout the world. Now, I really appreciate this opportunity personally to participate in this patient safety initiative because my day job is to work in medication safety, and I have particular interest in preventing medication overdoses in young children. And getting to zero certainly is a goal for us. And we have a much smaller initiative, but I've been taking notes because we also have a public-private partnership that works on the shared intelligence of stakeholders to work collaboratively to find reasonable solutions to get to this goal of no medication overdoses in young children. So if you are interested in learning more about this initiative, you can please talk to me or also search CDC Medication Safety and the PROTECT Initiative. But I do want to thank, again, the Mairamou Foundation and Save the Children for recognizing the dedication of health workers and public health workers everywhere. So thank you.
You want to take one quick picture? Sure. While we...
Thank you.
And just to say that we actually, because we wanted it to be like the Oscars, we actually create big trophies just like this that we send out. And I was part of the ceremony in Adwa in Ethiopia for those who've traveled around the world. And it was really quite remarkable. The journalists and the people from the capital city who came out to this rural district in Ethiopia to celebrate a health extension worker in Ethiopia who was nominated by her program and for the great work she's doing. Last year we had 2 American winners here. This year we're really lucky to be able to introduce one of our international winners who's done some amazing work in her home country of Haiti, Dr. Elmide Nazaire, if you would come forward and give us a few words. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here with you. I find myself emotional because it is such privilege for me to be here with all of you. Tonight, I proudly represent Hope for Haiti, all of my colleagues who are committed to global health, and my beautiful country, Haiti. Today, January 12th, marked the 4th anniversary of the earthquake in Haiti that killed over 300,000 people and wounded 300,000 more. I humbly accept the real award on behalf of all health workers here in the United States and around the world, who do everything they can to save a life, and who are dedicated to improving the health of our communities on one child, one family at a time. There is an Asian saying, "Main pile, chai palou." It means many hands lighting the load. I believe that where there is health, there is life. Thank you, Massimo Foundation, Save the Children, President Clinton, of course, Hope for Haiti, and all of you for believing in me and in all of us. Together, we can make a real difference. Thank you.